These animals show us that ordinary small beings can also make a difference. Hi guys, it's Yume. Welcome to my channel, and today I have a very fun video for you guys talking about the kawaii animals in the One Piece universe. And you know, animals in One Piece, they're not just there for aesthetic purposes. They serve deeper meanings and becomes like important side characters to the story. And I just really love them because first, they're cute. And secondly, I think they're just very well designed. And they also teach us some quite important life lessons, I would say. So the first lesson is that these animals teach you about loyalty. Well, not all of them, but some of them. And some of these animals respect and hold into like promise and loyalty without the fickleness of a human heart. And one of the examples of this is Laboon, the huge whale, you know, that they met as they entered the Grand Line, the Red Line, and they met Laboon, and I immediately love that characters. I like whales and animals, and Laboon is one of my favorite animal in One Piece. And I really like his character because Laboon understands promise and loyalty very, very well. Better than most people I know. And Laboon became close friends with some of the pirates he met. When these pirates went to Grand Line, they promised Laboon that they would return back there someday to meet him again.
Laboon, 待ってろよ。俺たちは必ず帰ってくる。必ず!
And he really holds on to this promise that years and years and years has passed, and he tried to break through the red line, hurting his head over and over again in order to get to the West Blue and his friends. And when Luffy met him, he was very touched by this, but he was quite smart. He drew the Jolly Roger straw hat on Laboon's head, and Laboon honored this promise that they will meet and fight again. So Laboon stopped hitting his head to the Grand Line wall. And as simple or as cute this is, Laboon's character is one of the most loyal character you find in One Piece. And I just thought it's a heartwarming little story. But Laboon is not the only one. Each arc, we see certain animals that really hold on to the promise of their friend. Like in Skypiea, the giant snake, the one that like seems to like to eat people and all, but later we know that giant snake Nola was a little snake when the bell rang years and 100 years ago, and it still waits for the bell to ring again to dance happily. And at the end of the arc, when they finally found the bell and it finally rang, Nola, the snake, happily dances again as it did a few hundred years ago. This simple loyalty that only animals can really brought to life is very, very heartwarming. Like, it's what makes One Piece stories are great, because all these little details at the side. And not just that. Another example is the giant frog in Water 7. The giant sumo frog who tries to do karate and with the puffing tom train, and it was very loyal to Frankie and to Tom and the two king balls as well, that the Frankie crew used to ride into the Ennies Loby they fought for all these team members. They fought and they really helped the Straw Hat Pirates and the crew members to save Robin.
おめえの大好きなフランキーがトムさんと同じように連れてかれちまった。今この船もあいつの元へ向かってる。一緒に来るかい？
Get up! Get up!
And we see how these characters, they're cute, yes, but they play a purpose. And I really love that. But the second life lessons is actually my favorite because it is very meaningful. These animals show us that ordinary small beings can also make a difference. And to illustrate this, my favorite is in Alabasta Arc. And it's still one of my favorite until today. What makes it fun is the amount of animals are involved in the Alabasta Arc. Like, one of my favorite scene in that arc is when they were rushing to meet Crocodile and to stop the revolution in Alabama. And the time was ticking, it was very tense, and they didn't know how to reach Alabama, and there was a countdown, and every single animal they met on the way helped. First, we have the crab, who's a bit creepy because he likes girls and stuff, but it's a cute, funny crab, and he helped transport the Straw Hat Pirates until at the edge of the sea. And after that, when they were attacked by the sea monsters, the seals helped to defeat them and to let the Straw Hat cross the sea to safety. And after that, they say they cannot help the fellow students perish. And I thought it was like really cute. And when they reached the other side of the sea, they met with the duck squad. My favorite. They helped by the duck squad transport them because they're like the fastest troops in Alabasta Kingdom. And all these little animals, they just like come together and do the part where they could. And they like inadvertently, they really made a difference in helping the crew and Fifi reach the kingdom. Karoo the duck was particularly the MVP of this. Like, he understood loyalty very well. He was tasked with a very important task of like delivering a letter by Fifi to the kings of Alabama, detailing what they know about Crocodile's plan. And you know, this shows you that Karoo is just a crew. It's almost like as important as the crew is. And Karoo was also super heroic until the end, like protecting Fifi, and even though he was injured and helping Fifi to reach the destination, even though he was like severely injured and trampled, and he's just a duck, you know? But he's so heroic. And like watching these animals, from the camel to the crab to the dugongs to the seals and ducks, and no matter how small they are, like no matter how insignificant they are, they play a huge part in helping Fifi, the kingdom, the Straw Hat, defeat Crocodile and his crew. Okay, and there is a reason for their purpose, and I just thought it's very heartwarming to understand this, to realize, and each time we watch animals, they're not just there for cuteness. Maybe yes, cuteness, but there's this, they play an important role to each arc. And anyway, I hope that the next time you watch One Piece or read it, you pay more attention to these little side animals, because they taught you some lessons and they are just such heartwarming little creatures, you know. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Please help me out and subscribe to my channel. See you next time!